warm welcome here on board LH448. It's the first flight, a special flight to Austin, to South by Southwest. And it's a great honor to have you here on board. It's not only a direct flight to Austin, it's also a Lufthansa FlyingLab. And I'm very pleased to have you here and enjoy that FlyingLab together with us. We built everything up. It's a big effort here. And now we get rolling. And it's my pleasure to introduce the two moderators to you. On the one hand side, it's Varinia and Johanna, and both of them will actually get going and enjoy the FlyingLab, and I will be back in the end, and hope you have fun.
Okay. So thanks for this warm welcome. My name is Varinia Bernau, and I'm happy to have you here on board.
Hi, and I'm Johanna Leuschen, and I'm very excited and honored to be here today. And I'm looking forward to present this FlyingLab together with Varinia Bernau. She did present last year's FlyingLab as well, so she's a pro of this setting, of this very special setting, and of the topics ahead. She's editor at Desk Innovation and Digital at the German business magazine Wirtschaftswoche, where you mainly write about digitalism, change management, and how companies can be innovative. And on board, she will discuss how data and technology transform our economy and the way we live, work, and pay.
And I'm happy to have Johanna at my side because she's a professional presenter at radio and television. She likes also being at festivals. She did the booking and interviews at several festivals in Hamburg, where she lives. And she also holds a PhD in internet, television, and change in media, which might be quite useful for your next job. When coming back from Austin, Johanna will start a new job with NDR, bringing radio to a next level by using new technology like artificial intelligence.
Yeah. I will do my very best then. And it's my first time on a FlyingLab. Maybe for some of you as well. I must say it is a very, very special location, and it's a huge setup down there for a conference. So it's very special, and I'm looking forward to the next upcoming 4 hours. And how do you say time flies when you're having fun? Well, I guess in this case, we can take that literally.
Absolutely, because we have 4 hours packed with interviews, presentation, live music performance, and we will even play a quiz with you, so you might even win something here in the air.
And last but not least, we all will be part of something never had happened before in the history of aircraft. You just heard the announcement of the Waldorf project. So it is an experiment in empathy engineering. Well, I don't really know what's expecting us, but I can guarantee it's going to be a very extraordinary experience. And that will be the grand finale of today's FlyingLab on the way to Austin. And I'd say now it's time to get the conference started. So Varinia, you've got the first speaker. It's your stage.
The man I want to welcome on stage, if you might say so, likes both badminton and horseback riding. When he's not sitting on a horse, he's teaching SAP clients with methods of design thinking. He was born in India, where he has grown up as well, before coming to Germany to study here. He also lived in China and in Singapore, and he's been with SAP for 11 years now. So please welcome Upen Barve. I have to read his title, very long title, Head of Customer Strategy and Experience at SAP Innovation Center. Welcome.
Thank you so much. That was an amazing introduction. Hey guys, I'm so excited to already meet many of you here because I truly believe you are, change makers. You're optimists. You're challenging the status quo. Because look at us in so many ways. The business world, it's been busy with controlling, managing, optimizing. Oh my God, if you do that good, you want to do it again and again. Hang on. Would it not be nice to kind of step away and rather start orchestrating, conducting, creating. So, my name is Upen Barve. I'm heading the customer strategy and experience for SAP's Innovation Center Network. And I'm actually a fusionist. I work a lot, also in business. I do work a lot with developers, designers, customers, partners, and marketing, everyone, so that on a single context we could come together for, yes, what I believe truly is the intelligent future, which is needed to support creativity, which is needed to enhance inclusion. But let's get to some of the basics. What is really future? Everyone's talking about it. Why? Obviously, because you and I will live in the future from now on, right? It's defined as the time following the moment of speaking, regarded as yet to come. All right, so there is hope. But its arrival is considered inevitable due to the existence of time and laws of physics. All right, so what have you hoped for? What is your imagination? Are you future ready? Come on, because it will come. And we don't have many answers, but a lot of questions. What is the future? You cannot predict it. However, you can imagine it. If you can imagine it, you can shape it and you can build it. And you can narrate the stories and onboard a lot of people to your thinking so that you can build even better. Let's take a look at some examples I put together. Right from Jules Verne, who said, okay, let's go to the moon. And 104 years later, apparently, we were told that we were on the moon. Sci-fi from Star Trek or Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy is very much a business reality of today. And yes, Minority Report 2, look at AR and VR and where we have progress. That is the importance of imagination and sharing your imagination for creating those futures. One of the important factors is also change. Let's not underestimate change itself, because this is finally something that is guiding us into the future, correct? But change has three very distinct qualities that we should understand. It's continuous, it's exponential, and it's convergent in many, many surprising ways. And my friends, this convergence is something that's going to lead you into newer business models, not a single technology alone. Let's look at some of the future expressions. What is this here on your screens? Is it a driverless office? Is it a gym? Is it your bedroom? Well, it is basically something which will be with you wherever you need it, whenever you need it. And if you want to spend a night on the 52nd floor, yes, that's how the new skyscrapers would be. These would be the grids where you can just go, maybe even attach the next. Important, what will be the impact of this on the business models, the societies, the urbanization, the car makers, and everyone. The next fact, now the technology has advanced so much that it's helping scientists really to leapfrog in their dreams. The top left, what you see is wood. It's transparent now. Oh my God, right? Next is transparent aluminum just below that. On the right-hand side, you see transparent glass. Oh, well, okay, it was always transparent. But what if I tell you this is actually a solar cell? What would these advancements mean for energy harvesting, for architecture? And remember, this will get democratized very, very soon, given the pace of change. Now look at these guys here. They are basically, you saw that. It's they're basically guys. They're rich and they want to send rockets into space. What is the indication here? Of course, industrialization of the space. Do you see a business opportunity for you on that? Well, meet our customer, Audi Quattro. The new Audi Quattro, by the way, is not designed to drive on the Autobahn A9, but on a lunar surface to help humankind explore more. Yes, they saw their business. How about you? Now the question I often get is, this is great, thanks for sharing, but how do we really support the businesses to turn the science fiction to become a business fact, a business reality? Let me introduce you to something amazing. You might have heard of it. I call it thinking across the three horizons of innovation. The first one is basically about now. This is where you safeguard your today, right? You have your solutions with a little bit of ambition so you can forecast yourself into the adjacent horizon of innovation. We call it the next or the adjacent innovation. But that's not enough. If you want to do something really, really remarkable, something that's amazing and has big impact, there is a third horizon of innovation as well, which is called, the transformative innovation. That's where you have lead with your vision and thought leadership. You do not have, enough proof points. So here you have to backcast. And the trick is, you meet in the second horizon. This is the horizon of trust, or using and leveraging your resources from the first horizon. I'll tell you the different picture on how to really apply it to your businesses. Take a look at this. This is classical innovator's dilemma, right? This is the paradox. Now, are we doing things right, or are we doing the right things? And that's how you see the difference between your current forecast and the exponential growth. Now let's take a look, and allow me to introduce you to something amazing. This is called a slingshot. Yes, the slingshot is something where you use the energies and potential of the third horizon. You bring it back by backcasting and create those proof points into the second horizon by utilizing your resources and energies from the first horizon, right? That's the slingshot, and that works. And this will give you that edge and advancement. Trick is, do all the three things in the three horizons at the same time. Don't confuse the KPIs. Third horizon KPI, it is all about experimentation, about investigation. Second horizon, this is about learning. And the first horizon, we all know, that's operational efficiency KPIs. All right, so what's the outlook using these techniques? Well, let's look at the four major pieces of the future, which will be very significant for all of us. Automation. Then we will have autonomy, right, which will drive self-organization. Now, these two get benefit of artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotic process automation, blockchains, IoT, and the big data, etc. Right? There is this human augmentation, because we believe that the future will be, beautiful symbiosis between machine intelligence and human ingenuity. Augmentation drives the workforce of one to be the best and redefine what work is for humans. And finally, the abundance. I'm going to take example of two things today. Number one, autonomy. Autonomy, basically, this is in the past, organizations needed control, management, right? Self-driven organizations don't need it. Let's take an example of our slingshot over here, right? So this is something we did together with Bumblebee. Our third horizon was, let's have self-organized business ecosystems, the supply chains, etc. We used that energies into the second horizon, where we said, okay, let's find the right minds like Bumblebee, where we use today's resources and available technologies like AI and blockchain in order to build those proof points, and of course impacting the today. Where this will take us, because we're going to take off back and not land it here only, this will help us achieve our purpose better, help customers have more visibility, and all the participating people from the supply chain, like retailers, suppliers, and everyone else, has more traceability and visibility as well. That all will lead into the next zone, which is really self-organization. The next one, abundance. Yes, come on, let's accept it. We are headed towards the economy of abundance. This will require completely purpose-led behavior, right? There will be choice. So why should somebody work with you? Here is how we are taking, our purpose further. So our Horizon 3 here is, we really want that every innovator has to have access to technology and customers so that they can do what they can do. That's innovate better. Yes, we want to help all of them, but where's the challenge? How do you find them? So we started in this using that vision. We started something where we actually accelerate. We will invest in over 200 startups, but especially where the startups are very underrepresented, because there are many out there, and everyone is capable, but some are left out. That's what we do. And in Horizon 1, we are already seed funding both externally and internal innovators at SAP. All right. So this all, why? Because I want to ask you and all of us, why are you relevant 10 years from now? If we cannot articulate it, we cannot share it, maybe we're not relevant. So again, I'm so excited today to understand from you, what is your Horizon 3? What is your slingshot? I'm excited to have these conversations here and also join us at SAP House or anywhere at South by Southwest in Austin. Thank you very much. My name is Upen Barve, but yeah, Upen Barve. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Upen.
Hey.
This was very interesting. And while listening to you, I was thinking of your background. As I mentioned, you lived in very different countries. And I was wondering, when you're talking to your customers, to your clients, and you help them to deal with uncertainty and be creative and open, how does your experience, having lived in different cultural settings, help you to take different perspectives?
Absolutely. Thank you for the question, because what this brings you on the table is to really understand the customer, have that empathy. Without empathy, there is no good business. The more I can understand the customers, I can be in their shoes, more we can discuss for a better future. And that helps you establish the trust.
Yeah. And you're working for a large company with more than 90,000 employees.
It's 200,000.
So you also have this inner perspective. And a large company, a large corporate comes naturally with a lot of bureaucracy. So how can big corporates stay creative, open, and innovative?
Absolutely. Like I mentioned, the mantra here, the trick is in operating in all the three horizons at the same time, not to confuse between the KPIs, right? Allowing that degree of freedom to your, consider 100,000 innovators in the company. Give them the chance, give them the mechanism like we do for entrepreneurship, that they don't have to leave the company to, make their idea successful. Hey, we want to find our new founders as well, right?
Yeah. And what does SAP does to find new founders? Because you're acquiring companies,
Yes.
and what we often see in economy is a big corporate buys a startup, and then after 1 year, everyone's frustrated, and all the good ideas and good intention got lost. So, can you share a little bit of your recipes to stay open-minded?
No, absolutely. And I can speak to things where I have been involved, right? It's very important to recognize there is innovation is when you're acquiring, it's two types. It's not only inorganic, it's organic as well. So
Yep.
how do we balance our portfolio, and the investment strategies becomes very key. Lead with people, lead with your customers. There's nothing more than customer success. Everything else falls in place. Like any ingredient that you have in your eating your new
It's
food.
like cooking.
It's like cooking. All the ingredients should fall in place, and they rightly should serve me. That's how I think all the businesses should do.
Okay.
It's not about how you cut onion only, right? It's about the overall plate.
That's a very good metaphor. I think everyone here on the plane can keep in mind. So thanks a lot, Upen, and enjoy the rest of the conference and the rest of the flight. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Have a great flight, guys.